And I want to thank Anshul, who is our host today, who's running all the things behind the screen. Well done, Anshul. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much.
I just thank you, Joe. I just want to tell everyone that we are recording this session because it's a really good workshop and it would be beneficial for someone who joins in the future as well. So if anyone has any problem with the recording, please let me know. Just wanted to tell everyone in advance.
Thank you so much, Anshul. That's very sweet. Great. So I see there's some messages in the chat. Anshul. Let's see. So Sandra's here for the first time. Welcome, Sandra. Danny's here. It's your first time, Danny. Welcome from London. We've got Sue from Detroit. Wonderful. It's your first time. Wonderful. Great. We have someone on iPhone who's from Zurich, Switzerland. Very nice. Welcome. Here. Here we go. We have, let's see, Miriam's here for the third time. Welcome, Miriam. I don't know how to pronounce the name, Mufreno Uwem, is that correct?
Yes, hello. This is my first time joining.
Oh, wonderful. Well, welcome. We're so happy that you're here. That's wonderful.
Thank you. I'm joining from Ireland.
From Ireland?
Yes.
Wow, that's fantastic. I haven't been there in a very long time. That's beautiful.
Thank you so much.
And we welcome Jeanette, who's here for the first time. Welcome, Jeanette. Susan is here for her first time. She's been in Abu Dhabi for sessions. Good for you, Susan. And Danny is here. Rita Kapoor is here. Rita, we don't have side rooms today. We're just all going to be together in the main room. And I think that covers everybody. Oh, Susan is in Egypt. Oh, that's fascinating. Okay, very good. So we're in a good place. We have a lot of interesting experiences to share today. We're going to go slowly because some people are only here for the very first time. So again, I'll introduce myself. My name is Jo. I have been practicing Sahaja Yoga for a rather long time. I had to go all the way to London, England to get my realization. They're bigger. And it's been such a beautiful experience. I've been traveled all over the world. I've had amazing experiences. I was fortunate enough to travel sometimes to be in Shmataji's presence during different programs. So those are cherished memories. And I've met some amazing people all over the world sharing all of this knowledge and wisdom. It's given me a lot of fantastic opportunities and experiences. So I'm very grateful. So today we're going to start by just calming ourselves down and getting into a mood for meditation. So one person to admit here. There we go. Well, what I just want you to do is just take a couple moments to close your eyes. Sit as comfortably as you can, wherever you are, whether you're in a chair, couch, floor, earth, wherever you are. Just close your eyes for a moment. We are all children of the cosmos. We're all interconnected. So we're just going to allow ourselves to be a little bit one with the universe. Just watch your breathing, watch your breath come in and go out. You don't have to do anything, just watch. On the next breath, take a breath in. And you're just going to momentarily, without force, hold the breath. and then release it. Just hold the breath out for a moment and then breathe in. Hold the breath. Release. Hold the breath out. Let's do that again. Breathe in. Hold the breath in. And release. Holding the breath out. And then very slowly, without effort, just breathe normally, but very quietly, very softly. Now just check that your whole body is relaxed. Release any tension in your back, shoulders, legs, feet, hands. Completely relaxed and comfortable. Good. The next thing we're going to do is take both hands and cross our heart with both hands in the center. This is the place of our security. Knowing that we are completely looked after by the divine power of love, we feel the complete protection. And with that protection, we feel the gratitude for experiencing our self-realization and knowing that we are part and parcel of the whole. So just bow your head a little bit in gratitude and say a prayer in your heart, however you want to name it, just to show your gratitude that we have our self-realization and that we recognize the all-pervading divine power that just wants to love us. And bring your hands back to the left. We're just watching our breathing. Very slowly, we're going to collectively, all together, raise our Kundalini and tie it up on top of our head. Raise it up the first time like this. Tie it in the first knot. And as you know, there's 3 channels, so we have to do it 3 times. So let's raise the second channel all the way to the top of the head and tie it in 2 knots. And then we'll do it the 3rd time for the 3rd channel. Raise the Kundalini and we'll tie it up with 3 knots. Now, most of you already know this because you're doing it every day. If anybody feels still a little bit unsure. Now we're going to make that protection over ourselves called a bandhan. It's just a rainbow of love. So we'll take the vibrations up the left side of the body, above the top of the head, down to the Mother Earth and back again. It's a rainbow. And we're going to do it 1 time for each chakra. So that was the Muladhara chakra. That's the innocence. The second one is for pure knowledge, Swadhisthana. The 3rd one is for our Nabhi and our void area, which is satisfaction and Dharma. Then we go to the heart, which is complete love and also protection. Then to the Vishuddhi, which is our communication and our collectivity. Then to the forehead where the Agya is, which is complete forgiveness. And then finally, 1 for the Sahasrara on top of our head. It gives us the complete integration of all our chakras and channels and makes our connection to the divine power of love strong. Right there. And then we're just going to feel with our right hand what we feel on top of our head. Is it warm? Is it cool? Just have a feeling what's there. Bring the right hand down and see on your left side, because I want you to know at the beginning and the end how the difference is. So check the right side and then check the left side. It could be stronger on one side or the other. That's perfectly normal. It could be lower. It could be higher. And then bring the hands back to them. Keep your attention for a moment on top of your head. Now we're going to put our hands to the Mother Earth. And we're going to ask our Mother Earth, who's so generous. Oh, Adi Bhumi Devi, that's her name. Please help us this day by removing all of our imbalances and all of our negativities. And let them be absorbed into the Mother Earth and completely dissipated and destroyed, so that we may have a balance. Now we have Sanskrit mantras for each of these things, which you may not have learned yet. But if you feel comfortable, I can take the mantra for you in Sanskrit, which is the same thing as what I just said in English. It goes like this. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. And that way we give honor to the Mother Earth and asking for her help in Sanskrit to clear away our imbalances. Now with our hands still to the Mother Earth, we are also going to address the Muladhara Chakra, which is the center of our innocence. And the innocence is controlled by Sri Ganesha, who is the elephant-headed god. Some of you may or may not know about that. At any rate, he is absolute purity, innocence, wisdom, and chastity, and represents auspiciousness within us. He's always joyful, always enjoying, and completely surrendered to the divine. So we'll ask Sri Ganesha for establishing the innocence within us. Oh, Sri Ganesha, please come in our Muladhara Chakra and make us innocent and pure, wise and chaste, and establish our complete auspiciousness. Now we're ready for our foot soaking. So I have my foot soak bowl in front of me. It's already got the salt inside. And we're going to put both hands over our water like this. We can take the left hand, pointing out, may we have the chakra chart and the photograph, please. Anshu.
Yeah, sharing my screen.
Wonderful, thank you. Perfect. Okay. So if you'll help me, Anshu, with your pointer. Can you go back? Just yes, thank you. If you'll help me with your pointer, if you can point to the Muladhara Chakra at the base of the spine, that is the center of our innocence that we would just invoke the power of Sri Ganesha to establish within us. Above it is the triangular bone where the Kundalini herself resides. And she's there, and now she's awake, and she's going to help us clear and balance ourselves. Then we move up to the Swadhisthana Chakra and the Nabhi Chakra, which we're going to clear in our foot soak today, and the area around it called the void. Beautiful. So we took our left hand outward on our lap, and our right hand, we're going to vibrate the water in a clockwise direction 7 times. And we're going to ask, oh, Divine power of love, please vibrate this water so that this mini ocean will remove all of our imbalances and negativities without any effort. That's all. Put your attention on top of your head, and we're going to put our feet nicely into the water. Beautiful. So just sit here for a moment. We're going to balance left and right, and then we're going to work on the lower 3 chakras. So we're going to work on the left channel first, which is the blue channel, the moon channel, the channel of our emotions, and to do with our past and our conditionings. So put your right hand towards the Mother Earth. The left hand is open in your lap. And attention, as always, try to keep it as much as you can on top of your head. And for the left side, we'll just say, "Oh, Mother Kundalini, please give us a balance on our left side channel. Please remove all attachments to the past and our conditionings, all negativity attacking our innocence, any impure thoughts, impure desires, any false knowledge or false teachers, any dissatisfaction with our life, anything which closes our heart, any harshness, grudges, or hatred. Any language which is not pleasing to the ear or helpful and kind. And anything that we can't forgive, please remove. Oh, divine power of love, you are all things. Please fill up our left side with the beauty, the joy, and the light so that our left side comes into balance. The Sanskrit mantra for the left side, some of you may already know. We'll just say it for you here so you can understand that it's basically the same thing what I just said in English, but compacted into one Sanskrit phrase. And we use Sanskrit because it is the language of vibrations which the chakras understand and respond to. It's Sri Mahalakshmi, pardon me, Sri Mahakali Bhairava Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhairava Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. And if you can feel, without thinking about it, the hand on the left side is starting to get cool. And you may feel little things coming out of your right hand into the Mother Earth. That means that the Sanskrit and the English prayer or request is being answered, and that balance is being restored to our left channel, emptying out all of our superego balloon in our head. Let's gently bring the right hand back to the lap. Now we're going to bring our attention to the right side of the body, the right channel, which is the sun channel. Starts at the second chakra and it moves up the right side. It's our power of action and has to do with all of our planning and organization and the future, and forms the balloon of ego in our head. So we're going to bend the left arm at the elbow so that the fingers point to the sky and the palm is facing over your left shoulder. And again, we're going to ask Mother Kundalini, oh Mother, please balance and clear away all the imbalances of the right side channel into the ether element, into the sky. Let all the heat generated by too much activity, too much thinking and planning for the future, concerns about the future, and all of our opinions just be ventilated and emptied out into the ether element so that we may be restored into balance. Please remove all of the excessive thinking and planning so that our ego comes down and empties out. Please restore balance to our liver and our attention. Please give us the pure divine knowledge and pure action. Please fulfill all the responsibilities with the proper dharmic path. Let us lead a moral life. Give us divine diplomacy in our speech so we can enter into the hearts of others. And above all, please make us forgiving, loving, and compassionate. Help us to slow down our frantic pace of life and accept things as they come, the good and the bad, equally. Let us not react, but be very calm inside and respond appropriately to every situation that we face or are drawn into. Let us be calm and peaceful and relaxed. The Sanskrit mantra for the right hand side is Shri Maha Saraswati Hanumana Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Maha Saraswati Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Again, the Kundalini automatically knows with the Sanskrit and the English where she needs to clean and adjust so that we feel the cool vibrations coming in our right hand and maybe the little tinglings and things going out our left hand into the sky. As always, our attention is as much on top of our head. When you feel the coolness on your right hand, you can put your left hand down. Those of you who have ice packs, you can put the ice pack on your liver on the right hand side at the right Nabhi. So for those of you who are just joining now, we're already in our foot soak, so you can vibrate your water and join us in foot soak if you are comfortable with that. We've already cleared the left and right channels, and now we're going to move our attention very gently into the central channel. Both hands resting open on our lap. Palms are facing upward, and our attention is here on top of our head. So now we're going to clear the central channel. So put your attention in the center. And we'll ask, Mother Kundalini, you are so generous and so kind. Please clear away any imbalances affecting our innocence, our creativity, our satisfaction and peace, our guru principle, our security and love, our collectivity. Forgive us for our mistakes and make us forgiving, and make us completely connected with all-pervading power of divine joy. Oh, Mother Kundalini, please clear away any remaining blockages on our central, left, or right channels, and give us the complete connection at Sahasrara, at the seventh energy center, so that we are completely integrated, body, mind, spirit, with the all-pervading divine power of love. And feel it flowing around us and through us. So let's look again at our Muladhara chakra, which is at the base of the spine. And at the Muladhara chakra, we have to ask for innocence. So Mother Kundalini, please establish the principle of Sri Ganesha, his complete innocence, purity, wisdom, and chastity in the 4 petals of the Muladhara chakra within each of us. We can take the right hand and we're going to make a bandhan in a clockwise direction around our Muladhara chakra in the center. And just take away any negativity and offer it to the water. Then we're going to move up to the Swadhisthana chakra, the yellow one, where the legs join the body below the navel. And we're going to give that also a bandhan in a clockwise direction. This is the principle of Shri Brahma and Shri Saraswati, which is creativity, divine inspiration that comes from the pure divine knowledge and is expressed through pure action. Give a bandhan and offer the negativity to the water. And then you see there's a dotted area from the bottom of the second chakra all the way to the top of the void. That area is like a bridge that covers the area between the Swadhisthana all the way up to the heart. And this is the area of the void that gives us our center or area of mastery over ourselves. So here we ask, Mother Kundalini, please make me my own master and my own guru, and give the whole abdomen a nice bandhan in a clockwise direction. Please make me my own master and my own guru, and establish the guru principle within me, so that we cross over the ocean of illusion and know the reality that we are the pure spirit. And then we're going to move to the Nabhi Chakra, the 3rd energy center, the green one, which is the center of all of our nourishment and our sustenance, so that we feel completely satisfied with every aspect of our life. Who we are, what we have, what we don't have, our jobs, our families, our countries, everything about us, that we're satisfied, and we find serenity and peace in that satisfaction. So let's give that a bandhan in a clockwise direction around our navel area. And offer the negativity to the water. Oh, Mother Kundalini, please make me peaceful and satisfied. Then we move up to the heart chakra. We're going to ask Mother Kundalini for peace again, serenity, and unconditional love and compassion. Please make me a loving person. Make me feel my own spirit, let it shine forth and show love to others. Then we move up to the Vishuddhi chakra at the throat. Let's give that one a bandhan. That's our collectivity, feeling that you're part and parcel of the whole. It's also the center for our communications, so that we can speak diplomatically and lovingly to others, and helps us to be a witness of all the dramas unfolding around us, so that we respond without reacting. And finally, to the Nabhi Chakra at the forehead, let's give that one another bandhan. I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. Just take a bandhan and take away the negativity off into the water. And then let the attention float up to Sahasrara very gently. And here for the central channel, we'll take the Sanskrit mantra for Sri Mahalakshmi Ganesha Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Now bring your hands to the level of your heart. You can see here, the level of your heart like this. And just see that you're balanced left and right, and that both hands are cool. Should feel a balance. And you know you've completed it. And you're ready to leave your foot soak. So again, we're going to raise our Kundalini up after our foot soak and tie it up. Second time, 2 knots. And again, the third time we'll tie up our Kundalini, 3 knots. And then we're going to put the bandhan or the protection over us, left to right and back again. 1 for the Muladhara, innocence. 2 for the Swadhisthana, pure knowledge. 3 for the Nabhi and the void, satisfaction. For the heart chakra, that's for love and security. For the Vishuddhi chakra, which is communication and collectivity. For the Agya chakra, which is complete forgiveness. And for the Sahasrara, everybody together. And then we're just going to bring our hands left and right to balance. Now we can rinse our feet. So I have my little cup of water. I'm going to rinse off my feet. All right. Great. That completes the foot soak portion of the meditation. So now we're going to give the water again a bandhan. Circle the water clockwise a few times. And we're going to set it aside and we'll empty it out and flush it away and rinse out our bowl after the meditation. And don't forget to wash your hands. So I'm going to move this out of the way. Now we're ready for the second portion. So we're going to be talking about the Lakshmi principle. If we can have the chart again, please. The Lakshmi principle rules the Nabhi Chakra and also the void, which is the Guru principle. But the Lakshmi principle is the one where we have whatever we have that we are able to support and share others with us. With that way, if whatever we have and we share, then the divine will always give us enough to share again. So it's a ever-fulfilling circle, like the void around it. So whatever we have and we share, we get more and more and more. So we have a beautiful talk for you. Shrimataji explains very briefly about the principles of the Lakshmi and the Nabhi. And we're going to listen to Shrimataji explain it beautifully first. And then we're going to have a few minutes to meditate on those principles afterwards. So please, Anshul, if you could play the short talk first. So hands open in the lap, feel very comfortable with your feet a little apart on the floor. And Shrimataji is going to beautifully explain to us how the Lakshmi principle works. Lakshmi and Mahalakshmi, which is the central channel.
Now the Mahalakshmi principle comes out of the Lakshmi principle. That is when you have wealth and when you have acted according to the image of the Lakshmi, then the Mahalakshmi principle rises within you. Now the Mahalakshmi Tattva, the principle is that you start thinking only about your spirit. When you are absolutely satisfied with the material wealth, then you start coming to the spirit. It was nice that people were seeking material wealth and had industrial revolution in a way. But as a result of that, you do not find that the greed has gone down. On the contrary, it has increased. And the lust has become so perverted. So we can find very clearly that we have failed the principle of Lakshmi in our societies, in our families, in our governments. So the understanding of spirit is only possible for people who have understood the meaning of Lakshmi principle, first of all. So the purpose of Lakshmi is only fourfold. First is that you have to give. It's not like in the church they will say, all right, you have to give your money, give it to me. It's not that. Because I don't want anything. But you have to be generous by nature. The another principle which we should follow, one of generosity, another of supporting others. Especially among Sahajogis, we should try to help each other. May not be with money, but with moral support. But if you have to support someone with money, you should do it voluntarily without even thinking that you are doing any obligation on that person. Or else you can think that I am doing this just for my own pleasures. The quality of the Lakshmi Tattva is that it is respectful to everyone. But we see the other way around everywhere. A person, when he becomes rich, he becomes very arrogant. That's the sign, as we say, of a nawarish, a person who has suddenly got the money and he doesn't know what to do. Supposing somebody is sitting on a donkey and suddenly he gets a cadillac, then what will happen to him? He won't be able to bear that. So this quality is we have that we should respect others and we should understand that if we have money, we haven't got everything. The another aspect of the Lakshmi Tattva is that she gives protection to some people. That means ashraya, means there are people who are supported by such a person. I do not know how you people run your orphanages here or how you manage your charities. But in India, if a man or a woman gets money beyond a certain point, she will take out at least 1/10 of that money for charities. And she will also have, or he will have, money or any shelter or anything for people who are working for him, ashraya, or working for him. So now one should stop and go back a little bit and see where have we gone wrong. Let us correct at that point. And once one realizes that it is important to keep a balance on the Nabhi Chakra, then the Mahalakshmi Tattva is properly manifested. Also it is vice versa. Now in all of you, Mahalakshmi principle has been awakened. Mahalakshmi resides in the Sushumna Nadi. And Sushumna is developed only up to a point in human beings. It is later on like a bridge built in, is created by Mahalakshmi principle. That means a person who is satisfied, who is in balance, who is dharmic, his ocean becomes desirous of becoming the clouds of this Sushumna Nadi, or the path of Sushumna. This desire creates this path, this bridge of Sushumna within us. Unless and until Mahalakshmi principle is awakened within us, we cannot make the Kundalini pass properly because it will always get lost in the world. So the dignity, the respect of a Sahajogi will always help him to build this path of Sushumna over the void. It is not some sort of an artificial respect or an artificial etiquette, but is a feeling from inside, a kind of a state human beings reach where they feel that it is important that we have to be respectful to everyone. So for today, I have told you what is the Mahalakshmi principle is. Now, if Mahalakshmi principle is awakened within us, then the Lakshmi just runs after us. In the same way, I would request you, the Sahajogis, not to worry as to what is happening around, but to worry what is happening inside and build up your Mahalakshmi principle. Once you have built up your Mahalakshmi principle, you will have no problem at all. Then through you, the Mahalakshmi herself will work and fill your countries with great bounties and great joys.
So how beautifully Shrimataji explained all the different parts of the Mahalakshmi and the Lakshmi principle for us. So what we're going to do is, if you still have your ice pack on, you can remove it. I should have told you after the foot soak. You can remove your ice packs, set them aside. So we're going to work on the Lakshmi principle. So we're going to take our right hand and we're going to place it on our Nabhi at our solar plexus, on our navel. Our left hand is open in the lap. And we're going to address Mother Kundalini again. Oh, Mother Kundalini, please give us the complete nourishment and the complete sustenance so that we are satisfied. Please make us peaceful and serene because we are satisfied with whatever we have, however much we have. And whatever we have, please help us to be generous with others who may not have the same satisfaction that we have, so that they can also find satisfaction. Please bless us with generosity. Oh, Mother Kundalini, please help us to respect ourselves with our own dignity and respect the dignity of everyone else, so that we feel that we are also respected by them. Please give us the dignity of our spirit in our Nabhi and establish the Lakshmi principle of dignity within us. Please give us, O Mother Kundalini, the ability to protect others as we are being protected by the divine power of love. Whatever generosity is bestowed upon us, let us also be generous and protective of others the same way, in whatever measure is possible. O Mother Kundalini, please give us the balance, so we're neither left nor right, neither in the past nor concerned for the future, but that we live and enjoy each moment as it unfolds, whatever the situation is. And please help us to live a life of moral dharma, walking the right path, steering clear of all temptations and excessive behaviors. Please give us dharma and balance, dignity, satisfaction, and generosity. So that we may be one with our spirit in the center, so that the Mahalakshmi principle is fully established within us, so that we feel the divine love and connection all the time. Please keep our attention on our spirit, so that we feel the complete satisfaction pouring into us from the divine power of love. So keep your attention inside. And if you play the Mahalakshmi Stotram, we'll listen to a beautiful Mahalakshmi song about all the principles of the Mahalakshmi. And it's sung as the same way that we just requested, but in Sanskrit.
Namaste tu Mahamaye Shri Pithe Sur Pujyate Shankh Chakra Gada Haste Shri Nirmala Devi Namostute Namaste Garudharudhe Kolasur Bhayankari Sarv Paap Hare Devi Shri Nirmala Devi Namostute Sarvagne Sarvvarde Sarvdusht Bhayankari Sarvdukh Hare Devi Shri Nirmala Devi Namostute सिद्धि बुद्धि प्रदे देवी भक्ति मुक्ति प्रदायिनी मंत्र मूर्ते सदा देवी श्री निर्मला देवी नमोस्तुते। मध्यांतर हृदय देवी आदिशक्ति महेश्वरी योग दे योग संभूते श्री निर्मला देवी नमोस्तुते। स्थूल सूक्ष्म महारौद्रे महाशक्ति महोदरे महापाप हरे देवी श्री निर्मला देवी नमोस्तुते। पद्मासन स्थिते देवी परब्रह्म स्वरूपिणी परमेशी जगन्माता श्री निर्मला देवी नमोस्तुते। श्वेतांबर धरे देवी नानालंकार भूषिते जगत स्थिते जगन्माता श्री निर्मला देवी नमोस्तुते। श्री निर्मलं स्तकं स्त्रोतं यत् पढ़े भक्तिमानर सर्वसिद्धिमवाप्नोति राज्यं प्राप्नोति सर्वदा। एक कालं पठे नित्यं महापाप विनाशनम् द्विकालं यद् पठे नित्यं धन धान्य समन्वित त्रिकालं यद् पठे नित्यं महाशत्रु विनाशनम्। श्री निर्मला देवी भवे नित्यं प्रसन्ना वरदा शुभा नमस्ते तु महामाये श्रीपीठे सुरपूज्यते शंख चक्र गदा हस्ते श्री निर्मला देवी नमोस्तुते। नमोस्तुते श्री निर्मला देवी नमोस्तुते
So beautiful. I was so thoughtless. It's a little bit hard to come back. So again, in the Sanskrit, it's so beautifully expressed that when we worship the Lakshmi principle within us, we are completely looked after by the divine power of love. So it's a request for the pure knowledge, the pure understanding, the complete satisfaction, that we are the pure spirit and that we worship those qualities within us so that the Mahalakshmi can express itself and take us to the complete connection with the all-pervading power of divine love that helps us stay in balance and find peace in our life. So with that, Anshul, I'll request you to play the second talk where Shamaji expresses in a beautiful way a little more about this Lakshmi principle. It's 15-16 minutes. And then we'll have a silent meditation after that.
As you know, the Mahalakshmi principle lies within all of you in the center. And once you are fed up with the falsehood and also with the hypocrisy of people, you start seeking the truth within. That's how a new category of people are born, who are called as seekers, sadhakas. They are very different from others. They don't care for any material gain or any power, position. They want to seek the truth. And this category is the one you are. And that's why you have come to Sahaja. This comes from your past lives also. For many people, I think it's their past life which has brought the seeking in them. Also the affluence through which you have gone, you got fed up with it and you are seeking the truth. So now, first of all, to understand Mahalakshmi principle, we must know that we have two other channels into which we can jump. One is the left, another is the right. And it depends on what sort of a background you had in this life. Because of your background in last life, you have come to the right path. But last life has been covered by this life, the surroundings, the country in which you are born, your friends, parents, the society in which you lived has dominated you in so many ways that the Mahalakshmi principle doesn't express itself in that full power. We should really suck in everything else and put you onto the throne of a Sahaja. Now for a Sahaja to keep his Mahalakshmi principle all right, has to always introspect, not to look at others, but to introspect. What am I doing? Am I in the left side or on the right side? Which side am I? What side I am following. Am I in the center? Now, how will you judge? The best is to feel your vibrations. Feel your vibrations. But sometimes you go so far to the left or to the right that you just do not feel vibrations, your Mahalakshmi principle is not working. Then you go on. It's like a complete derailment, I should say, a kind of a slope on which you just go on falling onto that. So all these conditionings we should watch out in ourselves and in others. How we have got these problems that we slip out from the central path. Imagine a train is going on a proper railway track and suddenly it starts moving this way or that way. So where will it end up? Into destruction. But you have a way of arranging that this derailment can be brought back to the middle path. So in a very detached way, if you look at yourself like a witness and see for yourself, not about others. Even when I give lectures, people start saying, oh, mother is saying about somebody else. No, I'm saying about you, yourself. So you watch out that are you in the center or are you going to the left or to the right? First of all, those who are in the center should not have any physical problems, should be able to completely cure themselves. If not others, they should be able to cure themselves. Secondly, a person who is in the center is a very peaceful person. He is never angry. He might put up a show that you are angry, but he doesn't get involved into anger or any emotions whatsoever. He just watches and he can act. He can act to be in that feeling of temper, also lust, greed, anything, but just to act, because sometimes this acting is needed, so he can use it. But you should be sure, first of all, that you are completely detached. So first of all, before acting, you must become a master of acting. And for that, you have to become yourself. If you become yourself, then you are a master and you can see where are you going. Now, the difference between a Sahajogi and a Sahajogi who is like this, as you say, is this, that he is capable of going to the left or to the right. They are not solidly Sahajogis. And they go on like this and there is no progress. Imagine any aeroplane which is wobbling like that will be on the ground only. Nobody will be able to put it up in the air, because God knows when will it fall down. So for any machinery, we have to fix it up properly first before we start working it out. So to fix up our Mahalakshmi principle, you have to see that your physical being is all right, is normal, no problem. I'm not meaning the modern ways of looking at health, but that you should feel healthy and happy. You should feel that there's no problem with your physical being. But if you are a complaining type, I'm here paining, I'm paining there, then there's something wrong with you. This is the first criteria, that you are in the center. Then your attention should be more towards nature, how the nature is, how it is blossoming, how it is working out. It should be towards the sky, stars and things, just to enjoy all the creation that is around, just to enjoy it. That's an enjoyment which is really so surprisingly deep. When you see something beautiful scene or something, you go to a very beautiful place, then a kind of a joy that pours in you from your Sahasrara, that also you must experience. Also you must experience your thoughtless awareness. That is, when you look at something beautiful, you should suddenly become thoughtless. Just start seeing it. The whole joy will start pouring on you. All of you can know yourself very well because now you are quite sensitive and you have your own centers enlightened by Mahalakshmi principle. The Kundalini has definitely enlightened your Mahalakshmi principle. So you can always make out what my chakras are, how are they catching, where are they catching. Instead of avoiding that, you just work it out. What's the problem? Where is the problem? Once you work it out, then you'll be surprised that as soon as your desire goes inward, the Kundalini itself will gush through and she will cleanse your chakras. As I was telling you, we do not know our powers. Only one thing you have to do is to desire. You have to desire that let my vibrations be all right, let my chakras be cleared out, let me be in the center, in the balance. Just you have to desire. I mean, it's such a simple thing to desire, but that also we cannot do. Our desires are something else, not what we have to be. Just you have to desire that let me be a clean Sahajogi, let me be a solid Sahajogi. There are mediocres who can never be. I'm not talking about them. But so many can be very high up, can be very high up in Sahajoga. But their desires are not yet being fully manifested. That is a damping effect of so many things I have told you. So, if supposing you have to catch the plane, then you don't get down on the way somewhere and stay out. In the same way, when your Kundalini has to rise, you can see everything that's happening, but keep yourself aloof because you have to reach your point, and that is through this Mahalakshmi principle. It nourishes our brain, our intellect, everything it nourishes. This Mahalakshmi principle, above all, it is the balancing. It balances. If you are overdoing something, then it gives you a kind of a push. If you are not doing anything, again, it works in such a manner that it balances. So, this is the guiding factor for you, this Mahalakshmi principle, which works out. Everything you can say that is balancing, the equilibrium, and the wisdom. As the light of Mahalakshmi principle starts, the wisdom dawns upon you. But the greatest of all is the love. Love for God, love for truth. And you thrive on that love. Just you are there. So this Mahalakshmi principle is to be preserved and has to be always watched and looked into. And the blessings of Mahalakshmi are so many that I tell you, I cannot even tell them in one lecture. I'll have to give at least 10 lectures. But you yourself know what are the blessings of this Mahalakshmi principle is. The greatest is the complete self-contentedness. Absolutely self-content. You don't want to grab something, you don't want to run after something. It's just self-content. You don't want any publicity, you don't want any comfort, nothing. You are comfortable in your spirit. This is the greatest blessing of this Mahalakshmi principle. And if that is so, then why not we look after our Mahalakshmi principle and forget about the rest. Last of all, when it enters into your brain, then the Virata is manifesting and you become collective. Absolutely collective. Such a beautiful thing is to be collective. There was a girl who went to Sicily and she was in a restaurant eating something alone, and then she looked at somebody else and that girl also looked at her, and this one got up and came to her and she said, they were not bearing badges. They said, have you been to Sri Mataji? Yes. Have you been? Yes. We are Sajogis? Yes. And then they just embraced each other with such joy. In a far-fetched place somewhere in Sicily, in some restaurant, imagine. They just got lost. The feeling of oneness, the brotherhood, the friendship is so great and so joyous. You don't then consider from what country you are, from where do you come, what is the color of your skin, or what is the religion you had followed, what your parents are. You just enjoy meeting people. This friendship, this joy comes from the same Mahalakshmi principle when she enlightens your Sahasrara. In the Sahasrara you get this feeling of the whole. And the feeling of the whole is something so great. Individualism people talk, but it is against the principle of whole. Who do not know the whole, you see, talk of individualism. This individualism, which has worked all kinds of dangers for us now, we have to know that we are one with the whole. Of course we are individuals in the sense that we have different faces, different clothes, different living, different relationships, but we belong to the whole. And this Virata's feeling that we are part and parcel of the whole gives you complete peace and complete protection. You never feel that something can happen to you. Never feel. Some accident will take place, all right, will take place, but nothing will happen to me. I am a surgeon. So many people have gained like this by allowing themselves to be completely looked after by this Mahalakshmi principle. Just surrender to the Mahalakshmi principle means that you give up your ego and you give up your conditionings. You give up both the things. Just surrendering to your Mahalakshmi principle. That's why Mahalakshmi is so important. May God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Anshul. That was really beautiful. We still have a few minutes left. Let's just close our eyes. And again, we'll take our right hand, we'll put it on our Nabhi Chakra at the solar plexus in the center, our Nabhi. And let's just desire, as Shimataji requested. Oh, Mother Kundalini, please give me the security of my spirit so that I feel the desire for my spiritual ascent above all other things. Please give me the complete nourishment and satisfaction so that I feel protected, so that I maintain my connection, my collectivity with the all-pervading divine power of love that is joy and bliss, complete unity beyond anything we could imagine. And let us desire to be in that state of Mahalakshmi, where we are thoughtlessly aware, no matter what we do, where we are, anything and any event, any situation, that we go directly to our station in the present in thoughtless awareness, so that we can be satisfied and enjoy whatever the situation is. Let us desire to be one with our spirit, one in the joy, and feel the complete peacefulness. When we are at peace and full of love, that peacefulness and love radiates outward from our being. And it gives that peace to everyone else so that they feel our love. So we become radiators of love and peace. And automatically the joy bubbles up and fills us completely. So let's just silently meditate at Sahasrara for another minute. And then we have a beautiful rag to finish out our meditation. So just keep your hands open in your lap. Attention at Sahasrara on top of your head. You can keep your eyes closed if you wish. Anshul, may we have the beautiful rag to finish our meditation today. And then we'll all raise Kundalini at the end. Now I hope that you're all feeling really cool, very relaxed, very balanced. One more time, let's raise our hands to the level of our heart and just feel how beautifully we are balanced now. Both hands should feel equally light, and all the indications of tingling or heat or pinpricking should all be gone now. So let's bring our hands back to the lap. And like we did at the beginning, let's raise up our right hand above the top of our head and let's check our vibrations and see if they're stronger than they were than when we started. You should feel a substantial difference between the vibrations in the beginning and the vibrations at the end. Okay, Jeanette, thank you for your message. We're just going to raise Kundalini together. Jeanette, raise your Kundalini before you leave. Feel it on both sides, the Kundalini rising out of the top of your head. That's beautiful. And after we raise our Kundalini, we'll say goodbye, but don't forget to empty out your foot soaking bowls, rinse them properly, put them away. We don't use the foot soaking bowls for anything but our feet. And make sure you wash your hands in case there's any negativity from the water. So again, let's close our eyes one more time. Cross our heart with both our hands, bow our head in gratitude. Oh, Mother Kundalini, thank you for this collective meditation today, for all of the knowledge you have bestowed upon us about the Lakshmi principle and the Mahalakshmi, so that we may desire a pure path of balance in our lives. We'll bring our hands back to the lap. And collectively, let's raise our Kundalini one last time together. So we'll raise up the Kundalini and we're going to tie it on top of the head. First time. Again, for the second channel. Tying 2 knots. And the third channel. 3 knots at the top. Fixing our attention beautifully on top of our head where all the vibrations are flowing. And then scoop up those vibrations up over our left arm, down to the Mother Earth for the Muladhara and back. Then for the Swadhisthana and back. For our Nabhi and Void and back. For our heart, also called Anahata and back. For our Vishuddhi and back. For our Agya and back. And finally for Sahasrara and back. And bring both hands together, left and right, keeping us in balance in the center in the principle of Mahalakshmi. Wonderful. Does anybody want to turn on their screen and share today what they felt for the meditation or anything Shrimataji taught us? Please feel free to turn. Can we have the other screen? Anybody would like to unmute? You're most welcome, everyone. Please do empty your foot soaked bowls and put your ice packs away. So happy that you're all here today. Thank you all for joining us. It's really beautiful session today. I'm feeling such beautiful vibrations from all of you. Completely thoughtless. Completely. I can't think if I tried. Would anybody like to share their experience today? You can turn your cameras on and share. A lot of our friends are leaving for the day. Thank you so much. And it is recorded. If you would like to hear this session again or share it with a friend, feel free to do so. Susan, you look like you want to say something. You want to unmute and tell us how you feel? Your mute's on. Susan, your mute is on. You have to unmute.
Yes, I just wanted to say that I really found it very relaxing. It was amazing. And I hope I can have the discipline to keep doing it. I'll do my best.
I think that's marvelous. That's all that we can hope for. We do get the best result when we have consistency, when we meditate a little bit in the morning and a little bit at night. Even 5 minutes makes a huge difference, and you'll start to feel the changes, the transformation within you very, very quickly. It's quite amazing what happens. I could tell you lots and lots of stories, but I won't. The time is getting short. It's almost time to go now. So if you share your email, Susan, or anybody wants to share their email in the chat, Ritu will make sure you get the recording sent to you. All right.
Okay.
So please
Thank you.
emails in the chat, and Ritu will be very happy. And again, we thank Anshul for being such a wonderful host today. I had a lot of requests for him today, and
Thank you, Jo.
he did everything so beautifully. Thank you so much, Anshul.
Yeah, thank you, Jo. It was a really nice session. Really good vibrations throughout. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. We're so happy that you could join us today. It really fills my heart with joy to share with all of you. It's the best experience. So all of you who have been practicing and coming for some time, please continue. And anyone who is just getting started and is, I encourage you to just continue to try a little bit. I see that Jacqueline would like to say something. Unmute, Jacqueline, you can speak.
I didn't really want to say anything. I just wanted to actually say hi and say thank you very much and wonderful. And I already gave my email, so I think I'm all set for future.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Good. I'm so glad you enjoyed. It was wonderful to have all of you. Really, really.
Yes, it was. Thank you.
Yeah. It wasn't exactly as planned, but you see the divine has another plan. So you just have to just go with the flow and see how it works out. And it turned out beautifully. So yeah, it's wonderful that you're all here. I encourage you to continue your practice. It's so joy-giving, keeping the balance every day. Great. Thank you, Susan. Bye. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have a beautiful day today, wherever you are, because you're all different places. It was a wonderful session today. And it will be recorded so that you can find it on the intermediate group chat. If you have not the chat, the WhatsApp group, the intermediate WhatsApp group, it's posted there. And if anybody's not yet on the group, you please put your email in the chat, and Ritu will collect them and send you the link. Really beautiful day today. I see Ali is here. Hi, Ali. Nice to see you. And we have a lot of other friends here. We're here today. It was very nice. Some are new friends.
Hi, Jo. Hi, how are you doing?
Doing great, Ali. How is it out there out west?
Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, thank you for this awesome meditation. Thank you so much. Everything was fine. Very well. Actually, wave and relaxing. Everything was fine. Thank you.
Wonderful. Fantastic. Stelios, I think is from Cyprus. I don't think we've ever had anyone from Cyprus before. Welcome, welcome. So exciting.
Hello.
How are you?
Very well, very well. After the session, much better. Thank you.
Good. You feeling the balance then, right? That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Good.
It was great. Thank you for sharing your time and your spirit and your knowledge with us.
Always.
And I wish you to have a great week ahead.
And same to you. That's wonderful.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you. I think that the talks and the links and things will be in, they can be posted on the WhatsApp group. If you're part of the WhatsApp group,
Yeah.
then they can post the whole session or the individual talks. That's also possible. You have a great week. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for joining. It's absolutely beautiful. Our time is just about up. So Would anybody else like to say anything else? Well, we have just maybe one more minute. Anyone? Okay. Well, it was an honor to be here with all of you today. I thank you so much. Everybody have a really beautiful Sunday. Go out and enjoy the nature. As Shri Mataji explained, it's really beautiful to put our attention on the sky and the birds and the trees. This